Greetings. This video is an attempt if you were traveling, maybe during our annual meeting, or were busy, or not necessarily a member, but just curious and very involved in our church. We wanted to kind of give a flyover of the big picture items that we covered at the annual meeting. For more detail, you can always follow up with coffee with one of us leaders to get more information. But you'll hear from Lisa, our children's director, Alex, another pastor at Catalyst. He's going to talk a little bit more about small groups and some of the bylaw changes. Darren will talk a little bit about some of the communication changes over the last year and what's ahead. And then Zach will kind of look back at tech and look ahead. I'm going to cover basically several things in my very short window. A little bit more about Sunday mornings over the last year and moving forward. In particular, kind of big picture church stuff, and then youth group, which I volunteer lead at this moment. So, over the last year, obviously we're a year into the merge. It's been a wonderful season. Really thankful for people's flexibility, gospel flexibility. We all had to kind of shift, and that's wonderful because we're in a place where actually we're vibrant and we see new faces coming in often. And that flexibility really allowed us to leverage coming together and be stronger together. And so I've been really encouraged of that, encouraged by various leaders throughout the church really leaning into that posture. Our leadership team, now we call a board as of the vote. Thankful for their work too. Over the last year, Sunday mornings, we've been thankful that Gray has led us in worship and is now transitioned out of that role. Is around the church still with Ari, and the team now will be led by a series of lay leaders for the next season, until we can kind of determine, okay, what's next for worship arts ministry. We do plan to rehire, but given the strength of our lay leaders, we're not in a hurry. We want to make a very careful, wise decision on that. Moving into this fall, we're going to be launching into our vision and value series, which is really, we kind of tweaked both churches, and there's already such similar language. But we're going to be really unpacking that and why it's important for us all to be having united vision and values and mission, and how that's really going to propel us forward to what God has for us. We'll be doing that this fall as we kind of kick off the season. A couple other fun things coming up that'll be new for all of us this year. This fall we'll see things like a men's and women's retreat. First time either church has ever really done that. There's going to be opportunities for an all-church retreat as we get into spring of this coming year. And some other youth retreats, which is maybe we've done in spits and spurts in the past, but more consistent. Touching a little bit then on youth ministry, we kicked off our first ever youth ministry combined efforts last year. Really thankful for Bobby and Lizzie as they volunteered. This year, Lizzie will continue on with us in that capacity, and we added 4 other youth volunteers as well. And so we'll have a total of 3 guys and 3 gals that are leaders. These people love Jesus, love youth, and really want to invest in the next generation because we have a lot of kids that are going to be aging into youth, and like attracts like. And so we'll continue the same Wednesday night scheduling as Pray and Play, but then there's going to be other outings. There's going to be an opportunity this fall for something like a fun laser tag event. There's something this winter where we'll do a combined retreat with Catalyst White Bear, so you can look for those things. And if you have a youth or know a youth, this is a really exciting time for them to come on board and volunteer in this new way. So that's kind of the flyover of what to expect coming up and coming ahead. The rest of the staff will give you their various updates. This is just a snapshot. Again, thank you so much for being a part of the church. The church isn't brick and stone so much as it is kind of flesh and bone, us together on mission. So thank you for being on mission. Thank you for your faithfulness in the last year of being in it together. Thank you, and we look forward to the year ahead.
For my updates on the annual meeting, I wanted to let you know a little bit about home group leaders and our home groups, and then also the bylaw changes that we voted on at the meeting. As far as home groups go, our leaders are highly qualified, highly knowledgeable. We are blessed with really solid leaders. They've all chosen their own topics, and they're all leading through those topics. The groups are doing really well. I think if anything, we would love to see more people just involved in groups. We just have a high value for community, doing life together. That's where church really happens. That's where formation and growth happens, and becoming more knowledgeable about the Bible together or a topic, and also just being in each other's life. So that invitation is always open to look into and join small groups. and our home groups, and the topics that each group is going through, as well as we can, those topics are being updated on the website under the home groups tab. As far as the bylaw changes go, all of the bylaws were voted. The bylaw recommendations or suggestions from the board were voted in, except for the ability for the congregation to overturn a decision of the dismissal of a staff member from the board. The congregation voted to keep that in there. And honestly, that whole conversation was just surrounded by trust, outdoing one another in honor. Each side of who voted for to change it or not, both sides just trusted each other, and that's really what caused a lot of the discussion. And the way that people voted was wanting to honor the staff or honor the board or honor the congregation. Every group of people wanted to honor the other. So that went really well. I thought it was a huge success. Just knowing that people care and are passionate about our processes, procedures, and bylaws, which do matter. And to hear that from the congregation, the membership that was there, was huge for me. It was a huge blessing. I loved being a part of that. So big success, and the updated bylaws, I think, have been forwarded to the membership. If you would like them and can't find that email or whatever, let us know. We'll get you a copy, and you can see the changes that were made.
Hi, church families. It's Lisa, and I wanted to give you just a recap of a praise God moment as we look back over what God's done over the last year. We merged as a church almost a year ago. Can you believe it? And in the children's ministry world, what that meant is that after Labor Day, children were offered 3 classrooms on Sunday mornings to learn about God, to have fellowship, and to have fun with each other. We have a nursery, a preschool, and a grade school classroom. Pray and Play launched at the end of September, and over the course of the academic school year, we had 25 Pray and Plays. And some amazing gym volunteers. There's about 4 or 5 guys in our church who come and lead large gym games. We've had some helpers help with the younger kids playing crafts and toys for the play portion of Pray and Play. It was a great year. We had 2 kind of family events throughout Pray and Play, one in December at Christmas time, and then one ice cream party at the end of May. So that was really fun. As we look through to the next year and kind of get excited about what God has in store, we will continue to have Pray and Play, and we are actually looking to add an additional class for younger grade school kids. So those would be kind of the kids aging out of Dana and Kari's classroom, the 4 to 6 year olds. So kids who are leaving kindergarten, if you have one of those kids entering first grade, those kind of 6 to 8 year olds or first to third graders, we're looking to hire a teacher kind of for that specific age group of kids. And then Lizzie will be taking more of the older kids, older grade school kids. So it's our hope and our prayer, and you can pray along with us, that we'll be able to find someone that would be able to do that on a consistent basis, that we can have volunteers partner with them, and so we can offer 4 classrooms on Sunday morning. Thanks so much for your support and your prayers, and appreciate you, and reach out anytime if you have any questions.
Hey Catalyst, this is Zach. I'm the tech director for the church, and just wanted to give you a super quick overview of some of the awesome things that we've done in the tech department in the past year, and some of the really exciting things I'm looking forward to doing in the year to come. Looking at the quality of online and in-person services when it comes to sound, lighting, video, we are worlds apart from where either church was prior to the merger. The improvements have been due to some financial investment in some new equipment, and also the amazing volunteers that we have, the almost 20 volunteers that are on regular rotations and make the technical side of the service happen every single week. And I am so grateful for that team. Moving forward, there's 2 primary initiatives that I look forward to for the year to come. The first is trying to create a worship space that helps draw us into worship, and do that through lighting, through set design, through a number of different mediums, but really work on utilizing the space we have and seeing what we can do to help draw us into worship together. The second initiative that I'm really excited about is more mentoring and more relationship building with the volunteers and even with the musicians, and doing some of that together, so that these two teams that work so closely together can learn and grow together. And that's something that I'm sure you'll hear more from Bobby Joe about in the weeks and months to come, because it's something we're working on together. But really excited about both growing the technical side and the relational side of the tech ministry. So thank you all, and have a great day.
Darren here, Church Community Coordinator, just offering an update on a lot that's happened in the last year. Administrative side, merging churches takes a lot of work. Almost all the details are ironed out and we're in good shape. So thank you so much for all your help and your quick responsiveness to the various emails, phone calls, and texts throughout the year. There's still a few things to button up, but those will come together pretty quickly and easily. Volunteers, we have a lot of people who help out in a lot of different ways. There's been people who have stepped into new areas of service, and we've had some new roles established as well that make our week-to-week, Sunday morning and midweek opportunities come together very nicely. So on volunteering, thank you so much for all the different ways you've stepped up and been available. Communications, as with administration, it takes a lot of work to combine things from two different churches, but we're in a really good place. There's a lot happening in the next month or two with our website, with our social media presence, with our various midweek communications, and with our mobile app. So stay tuned. We have some really great opportunities to serve you from a technological standpoint, and we are looking forward to keeping you updated with a lot of what's going on. Something new that's coming in this new year are some special projects. You've probably heard of the men's and women's retreats that are happening in October and November. We have some different workshops that will be happening going into 2024. And we're going to continue offering just great opportunities to grow together as a community. So continue to engage, continue to keep an ear out for the opportunities as they come up, and we will let you know what's happening and of new ways to continue to serve our neighborhood and to serve Catalyst. Thanks.